Hey guys, this is Peter, and I see a lot of talk out there about what's the fastest modem for 5G home internet. Well, let's get right to that. Now, a lot of people will immediately limit themselves to what's available from the different carriers. Let's take T-Mobile, for example. They have a number of different modems or gateways, and most of them do the same thing. A gateway is simply a modem that's also paired with an access point. And by far, their fastest one, or their newest one, is the G4AR. It's a very good modem, and finally they put some external antennas on it because that's what we were saying the whole time. The signals we're trying to get are outside. Even if you get them pretty good inside, good enough for a phone call, you, for home internet, want the best signal possible. You got to go outside. That's where the signals live. So they came up with this. They came up with an antenna for the 4GAR, and that's way up here. Yeah. So you could actually get SMA connectors on there. But it's like they intentionally sandbagged the results. And why would you do such a thing? Why would you make such a bad antenna? Because this is a bad antenna. All you got to do is look at the reviews. It's kind of bad. So why would you do that? Well, because you have to re-FCC with this solution, and they would have to turn their gain down if they put something excellent with it, like something like this. And this is a very good antenna. In fact, this antenna manufacturer, Waveform, intentionally changed their connectors, which used to be Type N connectors, to SMA connectors to work with none other than this radio. So, and to replace this. So that's exactly why they did it. And T-Mobile wasn't dumb. They knew that antennas like this existed and that people would be happier. But is there faster? Oh yeah, there's faster. Well, not only faster, but better. See, all of these modems, whether you get the oldest one, the Nokia, that's the one I have, and of course I tore it apart and added antennas to it, or the latest one, which is the G4AR, they all are 5G NSA, which means it's built off of a primary signal that is 4G LTE. So it's kind of like, they call it 5G NSA. NSA means non-standalone, which means I'm piggybacking on top of 4G. The real solution that we're all marching towards is 5G standalone, or 5G SA. And there are modems out there that'll do that. And I've tested a couple. Here is one. This is my favorite one, the Amplimax. And yeah, I've done some tests on this. I've done some benchmarks, and it consistently does better than everything else. So why is this antenna so good? Let's take it apart and find out. All right, so here's what I've been working on. In my last video, I ran this, and it turned out to be the fastest antenna. But I thought, what if I took a real antenna, like the Waveform, and just hooked up the guts of this to it? So I took this apart, and yeah, here's the antenna. Notice there's a directional piece here, and a directional piece here, and then two poles. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 antennas. So I'm going to remove this PCBA. That's an antenna. It's a great looking antenna. A lot of great elements in there. But there's 2 connectors, and there's the other 2. So I removed the PCBA and found some IPEX connectors. And yeah, I put some leads on it. I'm going to power this over Ethernet, connect this directly to a Waveform antenna, and see what kind of results we can get. That might be the fastest solution that we can get. All right, well, I'd like to thank my wife for the use of this Tupperware. It wasn't really authorized in advance, but it enabled me to put the board in there, put some standoffs on it so that I could weatherproof it, because it's kind of rainy this type of year. So here we go. I found an Ethernet connector, and I should have snapped a line on that because it's not very straight, but it is waterproof. And I put the SMA connectors from the Waveform right onto the unit itself, and I buddied up those little connectors, and now it's outside, it's in the elements, and it's powered over Ethernet. And I can even push the button on it and aim that antenna. So that's pretty neat. I have my 2 waveforms up there, my 2 YEECOMs, and I have a YEECOM and 2, there we go. Waveform, that's a 4x4 MIMO, the N type, the SMA type. T-Mobile Home Internet, that's what we use most of the time. T-Mobile for Business, that one's going. And I do have the YEECOM 610. That's a really good unit too. So that's my rooftop. But now let's use this waveform and, test it out. All right, some of you are probably wondering, well, why don't I just speed all of them? Well, I've already done that before in some of my previous videos, like this one. There we go. So yeah, this is all about bridge mode, and these different modems will go to bridge mode. Here's a shootout where I took the same sim and put it in different solutions. And then I ran it against the fastest one I've ever tried, but that was an internal modem. Let's get the scores out of this, and let me show you what I'm looking at. So here's the scores that we're seeing, and yeah, you can see the power. This power score is crazy, and that signal to noise is off. This is how we normally look at it. We're looking for better than 100 on power, so 90's better, 80's better than that, 70's unheard of, 73 is just wow. Reference signal receive quality in the excellent range, and signal to noise above 20 is good, 22 is good. 34 is just off the charts. So this is more important than a speed test. This tells you this unit's ability to receive signal. Now, you may actually be limited by the tower at this point, but those kind of scores are going to get you the signal that you need. The most important one, we talked to our friends over at ProxyCast, and they told us the most important one to maximize is your signal to noise, followed by power. Those are the key ones, and that's what we're looking to improve. I'm going to do some tests on this, of course, and I'll get back to you for speed tests, but I did want to share this with you because I thought it was kind of neat. Let's compare it against let's just compare it against what we have right now. So here's the one I use on a daily basis. We'll compare it and see what kind of scores we get. Right up on my roof right now. I don't even know if it's ready. 192.168, but that's what makes it real, right? It's 10.254. I've been testing all sorts of modems, so they all pop up. There we go. This is the Amplimax that's up on my roof right now, and I'm getting 99% signal. That's really nice. And you're probably going to see that it's been up forever. Well, I guess rebooted it 2 days ago, which is forever around here. But let's see, I'm pulling band N41. Look at that, I'm getting a 71. These are some wicked great scores. So 71, 10, 31. Does it give me any details on the 25? No, but 25 is an excellent band as well. Let's just speed test it. I'm going to show you the kind of scores you can get without rebooting. What are we going to see? I don't know. Speedtest.net. Now, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Who knows what we're going to get? Ping. Give me a decent ping. Ping 40. That's kind of mediocre. Five's respectable. 550's respectable. All right. Yes, this is the part that I really like. This is what sets this modem apart. It's a fast processor and on top of a fast chipset, and it's just fast like this all the time. This is the product you can buy just for $6.99. No extra antennas. This is just the ELSYS Amplimax. And yeah, you can chase it down with finer antennas, perhaps a little bit. And if I was in the fringes, I might. That's one great score. And it's because of these scores. What you want to look at is your reference signal receive power, your signal to noise ratio. 20 is great. 30 is just better. 30 is good. Those scores, these are the scores that you should be looking at because you can get fluctuations. Oh, by the way, look at this. I'm getting band 41 and 25. That's 5G SA, standalone 5G. Your solutions, if you have anything from T-Mobile like this, is 5G NSA. You're really getting a 4G signal and pairing a 5G signal. Now, they've crafted everything nicely, and it does get some good download. Check your upload. I can always tell when I'm pulling 5G NSA. Let's do that. Hey, we're goofing around, right? Let's change this. Let's change it and make it I'm going to tell it. This is the new firmware, by the way, and I kind of like it. So you can actually go in and change all sorts of things. I have it in router mode. It's working pretty nice. It gets me my my IP address, and I monitor that. I don't actually have to be in bridge mode. Let's see. There is a way to change this. Oh, and I'm still able to serve. I'm going to go buy a Xbox. I'm going to go buy an Xbox. Someone told me I got to play some game where I kill stuff. I'm okay with that. I'll kill stuff. In fact, I'll beat you kids. Well, maybe not. I'm not as fast as I used to be. They changed my firmware, so it's a little bit... here we go. Band locking. Is it under there? I want 5G. Here it is. 5G NSA. Because right now I'm getting 5G SA. So let's save this and move on. All right, so it's back, and here's a little artifact. See how it says there's no connection? If you just hit update, yeah, there it is. And of course, it has a connection. Still getting 99%. I should be in. Dun, dun. Ooh, check this out. This is 5G NSA, non-standalone. Now, the thing you have from T-Mobile, like the Nokia one that I have, will grab a band of 5G, N41's excellent, and a band of 4G. This one is grabbed 2. Wow. N25. Oh my gosh, what is this? This is like a hybrid thing. But yeah, so this is 2 bands of 5G and a 4G band. This might actually be kind of, I have no idea what to expect. So I've been up for 1 minute and 27 seconds. Here's the scores to beat. This is 5G NSA. Is what I said it for. Scores to beat are 538. I'm going to write this down. 538 and 139. Let's do it. Bing. We had a ping of 40. Ping of 38, so it's same wheelhouse. We were getting 38. This is walking past that. 600. And 139. Okay, so there's the NSA thing. The up is not as spectacular. So you can actually craft it. Now, the way that they have it fed, yeah, your NSA scores for down are marginally better. But I much prefer 5G SA because I like posting things up to the internet. You know, when you post one of these movies, it takes some time. 19 is good, but 140 was so much better. 139 is the score I had before. Wait, hold everything. So I'm shooting a new ending to this video because look what I've just found out. You know, now that I have it set up as 5G NSA and I'm pulling these 3 different bands, yeah, my download speed increased slightly. My upload speed is still acceptable, 19. And, well, I'm going to re-speed test this because my ping went all crazy and it's much lower. So traditionally I get a 40 millisecond ping with this modem. And that's in 5G SA, and I've been fine with that. The ping doesn't matter. Although now we have a PS5. We're just setting it up. We're going to load Black Ops 6. Someone told me that they couldn't play multiplayer. I'm going to see if it fixes it. Everything's been down. So that's a 35, which is it's an improvement over 40. But recently I was getting some 19s. So that's a big improvement. Is it time of day? Is it what's going on in my network? I know kids are playing games right now, so maybe that's eating into my ping. But these are still acceptable scores. Obviously, the kids are downloading games right now, setting up Black Ops 6, but I'm still getting some good bandwidth here. And that up it's acceptable, you know? I dealt with 8 before. Anyway, guys, I'm going to keep playing with this. I'll do an update, but hey, I'll put out some links down below. If you're going to get one of these modems, like the ELSYS, or if you're going to get that waveform antenna, hey, if you follow my links, it helps out my channel. But, of course, I'm giving the honest scoop of what I think about these products. Those are both excellent. But I think the fastest way out of here right now is an ELSYS. Of course, if you want to take it apart and put a waveform antenna on it, you're going to get a little bit faster. Anyway, guys, hey, thanks so much for watching. Happy holidays to you, and we'll catch you in the next one.